Alright, so I have my shapes here cut out and ready to go. So my plan is to get that on there, but have it sticking out just a little bit more. So first I'm going to put this piece there that will float in between them, and that will actually create more of a high relief effect. So we've talked about before, like the whole thing is a 3D form, but now what I'm doing is I'm trying to build up different levels on the face here. So by doing that, I'm creating what is called a relief surface. So a relief surface has parts that are higher and parts that are lower. So right now, his head around here would be the low relief part, but where I'm attaching this to be his nose and his mouth, that would be high relief. So I'm doing that wiggle trick, making it stick on there because I want to be able to let go and keep working. Here I've cut out some shapes that could be his ears, but I'm gonna kind of decide, well, do they look better to glue them over or under? I think instead of high relief, they actually need to be low relief. So I'm gonna attach those to the back. So put a little glue on there. Hold the head steady, because I did just glue it on a few minutes ago, so I don't want to pop it off. And then actually I'm gonna show you guys a trick. I need glue on both of these. So just do this to save time. So glue on this side, glue on this side. Doing the wiggle thing on each side, and bam. So there we go. All right, so now I've cut out a shape for his nose and his eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach these. So a lot of people get confused by this because, oh, I had this high relief thing. Now I'm sticking something on top of it. So now it's like even higher relief. So it's okay to layer up things like that. That actually looks a lot better. Now I want him to look kind of fierce, so I actually decided on this shape for his eyes. So they look like they're kind of scowling at us a little bit. One looks a little bigger than the other now that I'm holding them up side to side. So I'm gonna trim that down much better. All right. So in my original sketch, I did draw on a mane. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to be cutting strips of cardboard to be fur for the mane. Now y'all can see there's a little extra glue on there when I slipped, so fortunately that will dry and turn clear. Alright, so he's looking a little more fierce, right? Okay. So later I'm going to add some different details on there using the marker, but the mane is still something I want to use cardboard for. Now, cardboard is pretty unique in that it has layers to it. So kind of looking at it and thinking about how the layers run, it might be kind of cool instead of just like cutting strips off of here to get some more texture out of it. I'm going to cut a few strips and see what I can do about using those layers inside of there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the layers here, and now that I've cut it skinnier, I can actually pull that off there. That is pretty cool inside there. So instead of me just gluing big rectangles sticking out from there, I'm actually going to get something that has a lot more texture to it. So I'm cutting these strips, and I am going to peel apart. Now, if I do it from one side, I sometimes don't see the texture, so you got to pay attention to how you're pulling it apart, which side you're starting on. So I think maybe if I start from this end, there's the texture, right? That's the good stuff there that I want to see. So I'm going to start assembling lots of pieces like this, paying attention to which side will reveal the texture better. Not that side, apparently. So the trick is to sort of hold on to that textured stuff underneath, apparently, and then when I pull it off, I get to see it. So when I glue it on there, I don't want them just like sticking out. I want some more texture to it, like more like it's hair. So I can actually like crumple these up, and then when I glue it on, if we visualize that going all the way around there, that would look a lot more like the hair on a lion's mane. So I will be cutting many of these and gluing them on, okay? So in the next video, you'll see that I've attached them because I think you guys get how to glue stuff together at this point. But then I'm also going to talk about adding a little bit of color and a tail. All right, you guys are working on yours now.